Look at the size of that! Zoe's got a big head. Don't know where to go, don't know where to see. Can you imagine all the books behind all these huge walls? Basically, it's a huge library. Keep it down! Good fun, saw Zoe in the stocks. Just didn't have any fruit, did we? It is the Coronation weekend, and we've come away for the whole weekend to Oxford. The weather is not looking good. It's said to be raining all weekend, but at the moment it's okay. A bit cloudy, I can see. And we are staying at the Oxford Camping and Caravanning Club. And when I get dressed, I'll take you around that. Guess who's still sleeping?
No, I'm awake.
Oh, she's awake.
I'm just hiding.
Now, of course, as soon as I get dressed and we have our breakfast, it starts to rain. So I'm changed my camera, nice waterproof camera, and I'm going to show you around the campsite. Now, the campsite, as I understand it, is actually, well, the land is owned by the council, and it's a camping and caravanning club site, and it's not been updated for a while. And it's a little bit, you know, there's a few things. For instance, it doesn't have a motorhome facility area, you know, so you can empty your waste with a motorhome or fill up. So it's a bit old-fashioned, tired maybe. No, it's okay. So there is the facility block, and I'll just show you around here. This is where you wash up. Well, this is one of two dishwashing areas. The other one is around the fence here, which is just around the corner. This is the chemical waste disposal area between the two sinks, and beside the dishwashing up place is where you empty your grey water. There's one either side, and that is the only place where you empty your grey waste in the whole campsite. So if you've got a motorhome, then you've got to do it by the bucket. Now, the facilities might be old, but they're very clean, and you don't get those push buttons in the showers. You get the little turning knob thing, so you can adjust it yourself and you don't have to keep pressing the button. And here we have reception right at the entrance, of course. Now, the campsite entrance is on a busy road right behind Go Outdoors. Now, if you're going up the entrance here, you'll notice that it's quite narrow. It's wide enough though, but that hedge on the left there does make it feel a lot narrower. I've been told that opposite, just over there, is the exit to the park and ride, so you can just walk across there and get on one of the buses into town, which is very handy. Another handy thing is that with your club membership, you actually get a discount at Go Outdoors. This is our pitch, number 80, and we are not on electric hookup, mainly because they'd run out. Now, it might be a bit weird to see the awning out, but we find the awning out during the rain much more useful than if it was sunny. That is because when you're outside, underneath the awning, and it's raining, you can take your shoes, you know, the wet shoes off, or your wet clothes off before you step inside the motorhome. So I'm nice and dry now. Well, I would be. And one thing we've realised is that we're not recording the coronation at home, so instead we're going to watch it in Herman. I've got me aerial set up, my digital aerial, and the cable is running into the motorhome. I did that years ago. And at the other end of the aerial, I've managed to get the TV working, even though we're not on electric hookup. So there is the beginning of the coronation. It is now coming up to 10 o'clock, so it's not on just yet. But we've got all our wires plugged in to our EcoFlow River 2 Pro. Basically, this is the TV, and this is the booster, which I've just pulled out. And it says that we can watch the TV for 42 hours, and because it's only taking 17 watts maximum by the looks of things. And look at the size of that! Now we could probably run those two cables using Herman's own leisure battery. However, we don't have the connectors. We can't plug it in, those two things, into Herman without being on electric hookup. So that is a very useful gadget to have, I think, especially for us. And all organised by the Camping and Caravanning Club. They've got this special do on. They've given us these.
A special do. They've just given hats.
Well, it's a bit more than just these
Yes,
cardboard crowns, isn't it? So everyone's got a crown.
Wow.
Everyone has been given a raffle ticket and a quiz. And what was the other thing? Oh, they're going to be giving out prizes as well. So I don't know where that's going to happen. It's raining, so it's going to be.
Yes. He
Pulling-
did say when I gave in our quiz.
Oh, you've done that. Okay.
I said, "Oh, when are you going to do the draw?" And he said later on this afternoon.
All right. So we might win an. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, they haven't said what the prizes are, but
Probably a little.
I
thing, isn't it?
assume this is all over the country rather than just Oxford. Zoe's got a big head.
I was wondering what you were going to say. That when I went to see them at reception, he said, "Oh, it's really annoying because they were given the crowns by whoever, and they haven't got enough to go round. So I think we're very fortunate because he didn't get one. So I said, "Do you want my crown?" He said, "No, I won't worry."
Now, we weren't planning on watching the coronation in Herman. It's because of the weather.
Yeah.
That's why we thought, well, should we go get wet wandering around town? Tomorrow, Sunday, is going to be dry. Is that what you said?
I think it is. Yes.
Well, we hope so, right?
Yes,
We hope
on
so.
and off. Yeah.
So we'll have a look around there. We have been to Oxford one time before. We did a video. Not a very good one, but if you want to see it, it's just above Zoe's head, just here.
Thought you were going to put your finger up my nose then.
Yeah. Right, they're still at it, and we can't wait because we are getting really hungry. So we've started cooking. In here, we've got a whole mishmash. We're thinking of some sort of Spanish omelette, and we have ham, courgette, mushrooms, pepper, chicken. Have I missed anything? Chorizo. And then we're going to put the egg in. Egg goes in there. And then we're going to put that on there and flip it over. And then over here we're going to cook our toast. Egg going in. Oh, putting a whole load of cheese on top. Oh, I've never done this before. Not like this, but we've always used our double skillet because we can flip it. So when we flip it, the top of the egg will get cooked, and so will this cheese. Right, we're going to cook the toast now, or cook the bread. We buttered both sides. I was expecting a sizzle. No.
Is that hot enough? Have you got it on?
It is on. Alright, so I need to take my skillet and put that on there. Flip it over.
Wow, that looks amazing. Look, there's not much left in the other pan, just a tiny little fragment.
Lovely. Zoe tucks in.
Oh, crispy bread.
Something about crispy bread. Look at that. I'm quite looking forward to it. The bread hasn't come out as well as I hoped it would be. It's still a bit.
Put it in sooner. That's the only.
Yeah, but that is a made-up lunch. The typical kind of thing that we do in Herman, although we haven't had an omelette for quite some while, have we? It is Sunday and it's just gone 11:30, so we are very late to get out. However, we are now in the dead centre of Oxford, and we are surrounded by churches and colleges and stuff. But what we're doing right now is something that we tend to do when we're in a place that we're unaware of, we don't know, and that is we are looking for the Tourist Information Centre.
Which seems to be a bit elusive, doesn't it? Because I think we've walked past it.
Now, I've already said that we've been here before, and I think I've already said that I don't remember being here before. Just basically means that we're going to get to see it all again, all nice and fresh. Now, all these buildings and walls that we're walking by are made from sandstone, just like in the Cotswolds, and Cotswold is not too far away from here. Oh, look at that. This is Trinity Bridge, isn't it? Blimey, have I just remembered something? No, I can't be, no. That can't be right. I'll be amazed if I was. Loads of people here. Loads of people. Now, we've arrived here at this wonderful building just behind us. Kind of vaguely remember it. But
can't remember what it's called.
Can't remember. No idea what it is because we still haven't found the Tourist Information Centre.
I think it might be this rather grand building, but I'm going to go and have a look.
Yeah, we're still on the hunt for the building. Okay, correction. This is the Bridge of Sighs, and if we look round here, these amazing buildings, and at some point I will find out what they are called. We've just asked somebody where the Tourist Information Centre is, and apparently it doesn't exist anymore. But we are sitting opposite where it would be, down Broad Street. Now, what that means is that Oxford doesn't have a Tourist Information Centre. They do have sightseeing centre, you know, city sightseeing buses that go around, and that's where we got our map from. It's not that detailed though, but we're going to use it. And we're just going to have a mooch around the city and see what we find. Is that a good plan for you?
Sounds good to me.
So we're still down Broad Street, and that there is the Sheldonian Theatre. We may have a look around there in a moment, but look at this magnificent building right next door. That is the Clarendon building. Now the problem is, and I kind of remember this from last time, is that there's so many glorious buildings in one concentration of Oxford. You don't know, you just don't know where to go, don't know where to see. You need just longer than one day to explore, you know. So over there, you can just see the Bridge of Sighs, because we're right next door to the Sheldonian Theatre. Oh, I was hoping we'd be able to go in, but it doesn't look like you can. Now, this is the other side of the Sheldonian Theatre. If I swing round, you'll see this. Now, I think this is the Bodleian Library, or part of it. Hoping to have a look inside there, actually. This is the other side of Clarendon building. We are now in the square of the Bodleian Libraries. Can you imagine all the books behind all these huge walls? Oh, there's a look. You can walk around it apparently. I've just seen a shop and there is a ticket office and guided tours which we may have a look at. And I'm sure I've seen Inspector Morse or maybe even Harry Potter going through some of these archways. I might be wrong though, you tell me. Okay, so we've done the right thing and got an audio guide who is currently talking, and we're going to have a wander around here. So we found out, because of this, that where we are is the Bodleian Library's quadrangle. So this tower behind me is called the Tower of the Five Orders, and it's called that because each column represents the five orders of classical architecture, including Tuscan, Doric, Iconic, Corinthian and Composite. This is Divinity School. Just look at that intricate roof there. Amazing. It's called Divinity School because that's what they were taught here, divinity and theology. Now, you might not believe this, but I haven't seen Harry Potter, so I think I've only seen part of the first film, but none of the others. But this is a place where Harry Potter was actually filmed. Apparently it used to be the infirmary and where they also they learned how to dance in their dance hall or something. I can't give you too much information because I don't know. But this is the actual place where we saw from outside and it looked really amazing. So if I just turn the camera around, you'll see the theatre. back outside, we now know this is the Divinity School, not what I said earlier. And this big door here, that was built by Sir Christopher Wren. The idea was that the students would come out of there and walk straight into the Sheldonian Theatre just across the square here. So we're back with the Sheldonian Theatre, and according to the guide, it was built by Sir Christopher Wren when he was just 30. It's his first public building that he ever built. And of course afterwards he built St Paul's Cathedral. It seems we have some sort of bicycle race. But now we know what this is called. It is the Radcliffe Camera, and basically it's a huge library, fully stacked up with books. In fact, they get 200,000 new volumes each year, and they require 2 kilometres of shelving each year just to house all those. Now, where does it go? Well, it doesn't go in there anymore. It goes underground. All under here is a labyrinth of a library where we're standing, all the way around here. And apparently this glass circular window thing here, which this lady's standing on, is a look into the labyrinth of those books. Although I don't think you'd be able to look through the little windows to see inside though. So, here's another one. What they're actually doing is illuminating the tunnel down below the ground. And this tunnel runs from the Radcliffe Camera all the way to the Western Library, which is all the way through there. We're in the more modern Western Library right now, and as you can see they have a cafe and a shop. Always have a shop, but what I'm showing you here, can you see this up here at the top? Look at all these books, loads and loads of books, and this is going to be just a small sample. Unfortunately, the library is not open to the public on Sunday. Big shame, because I would love to just go up there and have a little peruse, you know. Well, we are now at Carfax Tower, which is a tower in the middle of Oxford, as you would have thought. It's 99 steps to the very top, and apparently it's got a really good view from there, so that's where we're going. It's like going up a lighthouse. Oh, looks like we're at the top. Oh, there's there, look. Oh, God, there's another step. Keep it down. What a view from up here. Yeah, you can definitely see the entire of Oxford City. In fact, over there is where we were earlier. Well, there's the Sheldonian Theatre. You can just see the white tower there. And then over to the right, that will be the Radcliffe Camera. It would be nice to eat or drink here, wouldn't it? This looks like some sort of roof terrace to a pub or something. Now, we've not been over there yet, and that looks an impressive set of buildings, doesn't it? I think that is Christ Church and Cathedral. As a bug flies straight into my mouth. And I think, according to the Google map, that is Tom's Tower. I must say, it's very noisy up here. All the sounds and noise from the streets, all the streets or surrounding streets are all coming up and hitting us. So we've got music over this side, we've got music over this side. We can hear the bells all around us. It's incredible. To climb up the 99 steps is going to cost you £3 each. Over this side, we can just about see the top of the castle and prison. Now, we didn't want to go into the castle. We've been in there before, but it's like £17 each, which I thought was about a bit too expensive.
Yeah, I didn't think much. Well, it was all right last time, but
yeah, it was all right.
Changed.
It was good fun. Saw Zoe in the stocks. Just didn't have any fruit, did we? Good morning, everybody. It is now the Bank Holiday Monday. That's the Coronation Bank Holiday Monday. And we are back to the rain and the overcast skies.
Yep.
Now, yesterday we had a fantastic time relearning, re-remembering Oxford, and I think we're going to be coming back at some point. I don't know when though, but there's so much to explore, and we saw a tiny little bit. Now this thing this EcoFlow River 2 Pro has been extremely useful this time round because, well, we've been last night, because it was so warm, we used our portable fan here, and now we're having to charge it, so that's really useful.
Yeah.
And I can charge it wherever, right? I can just have to take the EcoFlow with it. I've also been charging this thing. This is my portable power bank. I use this when I want to charge my cameras, when I'm out and about, whatever. And of course, it's been charging the phones. It's also been, we've been using it to, as you've seen, to use the TV, which we've seen quite a bit, especially in the evening and the Coronation.
Yes.
Been watching a bit of Netflix.
Because we would have missed all that, wouldn't we?
Yeah, and that sheep is my phone. Yeah, we would have if it wasn't for this. Quite literally, because we wouldn't have been able to power the a booster, especially.
Yes, and it's not too big, is it? I mean, if it was any bigger, we wouldn't have anywhere to
That's
put
right.
it,
I mean,
would we?
it's kind of it's bordering on the getting too big size, but this is really ideal for us. But then, anyway, that's it. So, till next time. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye. Say goodbye, Zoe.
Bye bye.